So we're about to go live in a couple of minutes, guys. I'm just doing my final checks. So make sure that everything is as it should be, and then we'll get building. Welcome to the stream. We're about to go live. We'll go live in a couple minutes time. I just got to make sure everything is working properly, and we're good to go. So we can give you a little bit of a look. It's a bit misty today in the Commonwealth, so of course we're in the bar this early in the morning. Okay, we'll get going. We're going to run up the stairs and get into this. We might go this way. We'll take the shortcut. So it's a bit misty, so we might go and sleep for an hour, see if we can get rid of this haziness. Oh, where's the bed? That way. Hey Z, good morning, how are you? We'll get going. Hope you're well. Just a bit hazy here today, it usually is in the castle. Yeah, it hasn't helped it. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening from the Commonwealth, and a good morning from Sydney, I guess. And welcome back to the castle build. What's changed since you were last here? Not much, actually. We've actually done a little bit of a quest with Ronnie Shaw, and we've opened up the armory there. Welcome to the stream. Got a few mute fruits in, and really not too much else, so we might just get into the build today. So I thought what we're going to do and start today was to build at the front entranceway. So we just get the build menu to boot up. Welcome to the stream, guys. I hope you've been enjoying the castle build so far. It's been a lot of fun, and hopefully it's given you a few ideas for your own settlements. Please feel free to interact in the chat, say good day, make any suggestions you like. Had a busy week actually. I had to do some practice runs with some of the builds here because they're proving to be a little bit tricky. So you'll see in a sec what I'm talking about, but if my build menu ever loads. And so we'll just give you some Radio Freedom music to listen to, eh? What's happening with you today, Z? What you been up to? Dawn, how are you? And where are you? What part of the Commonwealth are you from? Yeah, it's morning here in Sydney. Lovely sunny morning. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoy the stream. So we're going to work on the entrance to the castle today, and I actually have put down a couple of foundation blocks and done a little bit of rubbish, clearing some scrapping. So Yeah, it does, mate. I think settlement tweaks. If I'm wrong, I'll leave a comment after the stream. But I think it's called settlement tweaks. Allows you to see if I can see. I can scrap the rubble. Welcome from Wisconsin, USA. Okay, so yeah, I can scrap some of that. So I've scrapped some of the rubble. I've added some foundation pieces. Now the key to this is the angle. If you see, there's a path here, right here. You need to angle your foundation so that it kind of lines up with that path. So hence why it's like that. And what I found is with Workshop Rearranged gives you these stone blocks, and number 4 here matches perfectly. So we'll drop some foundation pieces in here. Come on. There we go. And we'll do. And the thing I love about Workshop Rearranged is he gives you these different sizes, which helps a lot. Come on. You know you want to go in there. We're going to have to persuade him in there, I think. Okay, if that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. There we go. So angle it out. I'm not going to go out too far. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Sensei. No, I've just started, mate. Started early because I was impatient. Sorry. Welcome to the stream, and I'd like to say thanks, guys, for supporting all the videos that I've been doing lately. The channel is really taking off, so it's good. So I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to kind of give you a, I guess, Game of Thrones vibe-ish, but I thought what I wanted to do here is actually, yeah, okay, wanted to match this entranceway with the overall look of these walls. Yeah, this weather's not the best for building with, but we'll persist. So these blocks are great if you haven't used them before, and they match perfectly. As I've said, angle them in, and let's we'll put a few of these. Now these half walls are just tremendous, so we'll just chuck these in. How's everybody doing today? How's your week been? Hope it's been busy. So Sensei, you're building at Vault 88. Nice. Nice. It's going well. Let me know, guys, if you're in the stream and you're in the chat. Let me know what you're up to. What are you building at the moment? This is a channel designed to help everybody. So if there's any questions you have, throw them at me. I'm happy to try and answer what I can. Okay, so how are we going so far? How's that looking? Yep, good, all good. So what I want to do with this build is put a kind of double gate set up in here, and you'll see as we go through. It took me a while to figure this out. It's not the easiest of builds in here because of the rubble. I was able to scrap that a little bit. So how's summertime in the US so far? Is it heating up? We'll try the other one. Yeah, maybe even take that out first. Okay. There we go. Yep. Always build order, guys, if you're building. I don't know how many times I've said that, but will that go back up there? Yes, it will. So these blocks are pretty good. They're pretty easy to work with. If you haven't used them before, give them a go. And Workshop Rearranged does give you a lot of options to build with. So now I think I need to build a wall. So I will show you this. Hi, how you doing? If you want to do these walls, see how I've got a piece in here already? If you want to build these walls up, use these long pieces here. And you'll probably have to glitch the first part in, but then once you've got glitched it in, the rest should just flow nicely. And no, we don't want to put a door there. Come on. Come on. I think it's going to fight me today, but when does it never fight me? So wait, yep, see? Maybe the half pieces. Of course, I just said it's easy to use. So, okay, nice. So I'll start off slow, guys, as I usually do, and then I'll warm up, hopefully. We want to put one about there. And there is a bit of a gap there, but he does give you... see, it wants to clip to everything, so sometimes you just got to chuck one in, and we'll try and patch it up a little bit later. So he does give you these end cap pieces, these ones, and they're not bad. So we might have to glitch that in and then run everything from there.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here.
So, I guess, Dawn, you're new to the channel or new to the stream. We have been building at the castle for about a week now, I think. And it's got a lot of support. The videos that I put out during the week got a lot of support. People seem to like this build. So essentially, we're going to put the gate there and then build the wall. Okay, so let's just keep going with this. What I'm going to do now, I think, is put an area up above us. And I found with these blocks, not all the wood pieces actually fit or clip to the walls. So I think the warehouse and the barn tab, you'll find those will clip to the walls no problem, but some of the others won't, so just be aware of that. Hey Aaron, welcome to the stream, mate. It's been a while, we haven't seen you for a little bit. Good to see you. We're just building the castle, so we're working on the main entrance today. And I'm still trying to wake up a bit, so I'm not talking a lot just at the moment. But yeah, as I wake up, I'll talk a little bit more. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. There we go. Cool. That works. And we're using the you made a clip. What have you been up to, Aaron? What are you building at the moment? We're building with the workshop rearranged in the blocks. So we'll go back to that now. Yeah, I saw the stream health was something weird was going on. I think it's back up now. So thank you for Telstra for supporting it. You probably don't know who Telstra is, but it's one of the service providers in Australia. Yeah, the internet can be a bit intermittent. Ooh, not liking that, is it? Okay. So we're persuading these walls in. I can see what the problem is. And it's nice with these, you can actually use the lines to make sure it's in the right place. So Sin City Boy, thank you for your comments on the mod load order that I done. It's not liking that. It's gone very well, that particular video, and I think hopefully it's helping people to sort out a few issues with their mods and getting them all to work nicely together. Is it back up? Are you back up now, Z? Let me know if the streams come back up. You never know with connections here. It's sometimes it can be a bit intermittent.
All day, all across the Commonwealth.
So,
Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen.
so how far have you got with your build at Sanctuary, Aaron? So guys, it's good to see everybody back here. We got a little group of people that are builders but also support each other, and it's great to see. That's what I love about the Fallout community. Everybody tends to help each other out and support each other. I'm not sure if Uno's still around and streaming, but another builder, check out his channel. It's there's a number of us that are all building at the moment and supporting each other. Aaron does some great stuff. He posts on Reddit a lot, so there we go, that works. What do we reckon, guys? I know there's a little gap under the wall there, but we'll fix that shortly. We probably need to pull it. For some reason that doesn't want to clip in there properly. Let's maybe clip into this first. So I'd also be very interested if you've just joined us and you're new to the channel. I do ask this a bit because I'm a little bit nosy. If this is your first Fallout, or if you've played Fallout before, and yeah, what was your first Fallout game if this is not the first one? Also, if you're joining, yeah, I think Uno had been streaming for about 4 hours. Yeah, good guy, all the way from Norway. I know he has to get up in about some ridiculous amount of time, about 6 or 7 hours, to go to work too. So, yeah. So just let us know if you've just joined the stream, where you're viewing us from. Please interact. We're not shy here. We like to have a bit of a chat and a bit of a laugh. So I'm going to go to Cabin in the Woods, guys. You've seen me using this mod quite a lot lately, and there is a fantastic doorway that just fits this build perfectly. And I've probably stuffed up my load order by putting these in, so I'm going to have to take them down again, eh? Yeah, I'm still waking up, as I said. There we go. Just put those there for the minute. So, I've got an idea. If you've got any ideas for what you want me to build at the castle, let me know. I've got an idea what I want to do here. And of course that's not going to fit in there now. That's okay, no problem. There it is. There we go. Yeah, I have a little idea what I want to do out the front of this entranceway. And maybe put a little settlement here. One of the things that you'll find as well is that unless you can scrap things, you will have a few issues here. So Cabin in the Woods, this stairway fits perfectly, except for the fact that it has a little bit of a gap there. So what I've done is I've recessed that a little bit, shoved it back a little bit so it'll fit, and I'll show you a little trick to just fill in that gap. So you also know, guys, if you've watched me for a while, I do get a bit involved in the building process, and then I miss the stream a little bit, so please don't be upset if I don't answer your comments straight away, because I just get in the zone for building, I think, like we all do. And there we go. So if you use that little wooden stair like that, it will fit perfectly. Now I may move that over one, because I'm just thinking I'm going to put a gate in there. We may just do that, put there. And now, will this fit in here? Yes, it will. But there's a little bit of a gap there. Ooh, that's alright, we can fill that in a little bit later. Okay, so we're looking good so far. I think we need to put another level up here of stone, and that should be good enough. Me, Z, I'm on Xbox, hence why I've got all these wonderful mods that Sony just refused to give the PS4 community. Don't get me started on that one. I do sympathise with you guys. I just, yeah, anyway. Yeah, don't get me started on that one. We'll be here all day. I just don't see why you guys can't have the same as we have. Okay. Build these towers up a little bit more. And as you can see, these blocks are real easy to work with. Really easy to work with. Love them so much. Now, will that allow me? Yes, it will. Look at that. So I've put them on the top there, and it's allowed me to snap here and solve the problem down here. Except for this bit here, and I think that might be this. So we'll scrap that and just see if it makes any difference. No, it doesn't. Although that wants to fit there, doesn't it?
Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minuteman alerts.
Yeah. So these are pretty generous. These blocks, they work pretty well. Here we go. And I know there's a gap there, but we'll try and fill that a little bit later. Put some of these bigger walls on. Yeah, Cabin in the Woods, guys. If you haven't used that mod, check it out. I'm having a lot of fun. If you watch the channel, you know I've done a heap of builds with it, but I'm having a lot of fun using that mod. It's and I've actually started to download a whole lot of other mods from Aetheron now, and playing around with those. He is a great mod developer. I do like him a lot. Come on, snap in there. You know what you want to. I want you to snap in there. Why do you not want to snap in there? Let's try the other one. So there's two different versions of some of these walls. I'll show. Let's put that down for a sec. And they're a little bit. They look a little bit different, and sometimes they'll snap, sometimes they won't. So. Okay, so we'll come back to that. Okay, let's run outside and do our mandatory. How are we looking so far? Yeah, that looks okay. Will that snap from here? I wonder. Come on. Yeah, it doesn't want to go in there, does it? Put that down. Okay, so I have Cabin in the Woods, and I think again, I talk about this a lot. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not having a go at PS4 at all. I'm disappointed that you guys don't get the same mods as we do, but I think the mod developers are doing a great job in trying to find ways around that. So it's good to see, and yeah, you do. I've seen some great mods. In fact, I've seen some mods that we don't have on Xbox One, on PS4. So. And sometimes you got to figure out. You got to figure out. Maybe we'll put that one in. What do you reckon? Yeah, that's better. Maybe decisions, guys. It's alright. What was I saying? Sometimes you got to figure out which mods are kind of... Hey, Deadpool, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy it. We're at the castle today. And we're able to find a series of blocks from Workshop Rearranged that match the castle walls perfectly, as you can see. So we're building a little entranceway here. And one of the keys is that you try and line it up with this pathway up to the castle. What I'm thinking here, guys, is maybe building a little bit of a... Move this out of the way for a minute. Building a little bit of a settlement on either side of this path leading up to the castle. Okay, so... Sometimes with the scrapping mod, so you were asking about the scrapping mod before, sometimes you have to get a weird angle to scrap some stuff. See how those vines are there? And I will get rid of it. See? You got to find the right angle to just highlight them. So sometimes you'll think they're not going to scrap and they will. Oh, see? Deadpool, where are you joining us from, mate? I'd like to... do we have double doors? I think yes, because I've used them... Let me have a look for you. I've used them in the fort build at £10, so I'm sure we have. Yeah, there they are. There you go. Double doors. Yeah, so we could actually use that one or that one. Nah, that's okay. We'll use the one we've got. I forgot what I was saying anyway. Okay, so let's put some railings in. Should we go barn tab or should we go... Nah, let's go barn tab. You know I'm a sucker for the barn tab. Okay. There we go. There we go. It's coming along nicely, guys. I like this. I like it. Let's have a look. The only thing that you'll find with doing it this way, where's the single one in that fits in there, is it will overlap here. So right there. Should be a single one of these somewhere. Haha, derp. Right there. South Africa. Wow. I don't think we've had anybody in the stream from South Africa, so welcome to another Southern Hemisphere joinee. I'm sitting in Sydney, so I guess we've got reasonably close proximity as far as latitude or longitude or whatever it is goes. Of course it's not going to let me place there. Come on. So I'm going to have to rip those out and redo them, am I? Yeah. Don't you love Fallout? Why it does that to you? Just when you think you're making progress. Yeah, there you go. That wall's not going to sit there either. There we go. So I haven't done much in the castle. So since last week, and I did do a video, and I think, let me know if that update video that I put out last week is worth doing. If it, you would like to see that. I think, judging by the response, we might put these rails in here. Yeah, I think I actually like those better. Judging by the response to the video, I think people would like to see me put those videos out. Why is that not going to sit there? We'll persuade it in. So, for those of you that are joining the stream are new, I'm on PlayStation. Sorry, I'm not on PlayStation. I need a drink. I'm on Xbox One, and so a lot of the mods that you'll see here today are Xbox One's mods, and I think PC. Some of them may not be available on PlayStation, and I apologise if I'm using mods that you can't access, but what I'm finding more and more on PlayStation is that the mods, that the mod developers are working pretty hard to bridge that gap and not, you know, and not go past the restrictions that Sony have put in place. And there is a number of mods that I've, as I just said, that I'm seeing on Xbox, that on PlayStation, that we don't have on Xbox. So I think it's a good thing. It's good to see. You know, we don't really, as a Fallout community, we don't care about any of that. We're a community, we enjoy building, and you know, it's we like to see everybody have the same opportunities as far as what they have to build with. So let's have a look at the chat. Sorry guys, I've been ignoring the chat a little bit, so I'm just going to stop for now and have a look.
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. It's 6 o'clock.
What, Aaron, what system are you using as far as, I know you said you're recording on Game DVR, but what are you using, PC, or are you using a Mac, or what have you got, what are you running? As far as, so I might be able to help you with as far as voiceovers go. So we're looking alright so far. I don't know whether I should leave that, put a wall there, or just leave that as a little guard area. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Okay, so far so good. So yeah, we getting back to the mods. We have this series called Master Plan, and I've been using this quite a bit lately, and it's pretty successful. My lovely wife has just bought me some food, so excuse me for a sec. Oh, that smells so good. It's a great series, and I've actually I just saw somebody mention Atom's Greatness. Just downloaded that. I didn't want to put it. I didn't want to use it today, just in case it mucked up a few things. But I'm going to start playing around with that fairly shortly. Oh, okay. One of the things you can do with your game clips is use OneDrive to export it on your computer, and then voice over it. Usually, how I record is I'll record my builds first, and then voice over later. Maybe something you can think about doing, but I use Mac, so okay, so we're going to put a little area in here, I think. Let's see what we got available. We'll put a single wall in first. Yep. So this is Thematic and Practical. Great little mod. And initially this mod was put together for, I'll show you it in a minute once I do this, but this was really a mod for furniture, I think, initially, and he put together these kind of trading areas, and they are just so good, man. I'll show you in a second some of the furniture. Sorry guys, if you're new to the stream, I tend to get off point a little bit quite quickly.
7 p.m. here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Keep it
So okay, so you're struggling to add music as well. You can get music. You can get music from YouTube. Sorry, yeah, from YouTube. Check that out. If you go into your video editor, right down the bottom it says create. Use, I guess, can you use something, just use a very simple editing program, I guess. I'm just trying to think. I haven't used a Windows PC for a while, so it's I'm just trying to think. You know, Media Player probably allows you to add voiceovers and music and stuff like that. See, the software I use it just lets you drop it in, so I'm pretty lucky. It's just a WAV file that you drop in underneath the video. Guys, if you're in the chat and you can help out and you know some programs that potentially we could do editing of videos for Windows or whatever, let us know, because that's what we do here. We help everybody else out and we try and answer questions and support everybody. And again, guys, if there's anything you ever need help with, let me know. I've done a couple of settlement builds based on viewers' comments and requests, and I've also done a couple of videos based on viewers' requests. So if there's anything you ever want to you want to ask or you need to help with, I certainly will try and help you. Now, it's getting a little bit dark, guys, so I'm going to go and sleep. And just warning you, the audio may go a little bit funny while we're sleeping. It did last week. So we'll go 12 hours, so it'll take a little bit of while. And if you hear a crunch of toast, that's because I'm eating. So you want your own custom music?
All quiet.
I don't know if you know anybody in your part of the world. I'm very lucky. I've got a very good friend of mine that I do some collaboration with, and he actually does a lot of the music that I'm using on the stream right now. I guess what you want to do. So if you can find somebody that you might maybe musically inclined yourself, but if you can find somebody that's musically inclined to collaborate with, that's one way of doing it. Yeah, that's right. There's a whole lot of songs on YouTube that, and just be careful if you go and have a look on your channel or on your page. There is a heap of songs available there. Just be careful that you read the licensing agreement. Some of them will just say, look, you can use it without anything. Others like you to have the name of the song and the artist in your description. Sorry guys, I'm eating. I apologise. But you can use those freely without getting a strike. Like I say, I'm lucky enough to have somebody who is a great guitarist, really great guitarist, and does music for me. Just wants to get his music out there and plays the type of music that I love. So we need to put support pillars in here, eh, guys? Just because we've got to. So okay, so I want to put something in here, and then I want to put the gate in, and we're pretty much done with the gateway, I think.
Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
That's one thing I don't understand with. Now this may well snap. I don't understand with these gates. Why won't they stay closed? I don't get it. Oh, I know. Okay, so before we do that, we need to just glitch some of that wall in. So you just joined the stream. Feel free to interact if you want to sit back and just relax and watch us build and chat away. That's also perfectly fine. These are such a good match for that. So just show you how to do this. Just line them up. And you only really need to glitch in the first part, because then they'll snap on top of each other. And I find the best ones to use are those long ones.
This is Radio
If you want to do this.
Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there.
So I think Dogmeat has been playing with this gate. Maybe it's one of the settlers, I don't know, but I don't understand why they need to be closed. Sorry, open all the time. And they wonder why they get attacked all the time. Another thing you can do with music, just while I'm doing this, and I've also done this. If you have a look on YouTube and yeah, we're going to put that the other way around. If you find an artist that has that music that they allow you to use on YouTube without copyright, see if you can find them, reach out to them, and just see if you can do a collaboration with them. A lot of these guys are more than happy to interact with you, and
Nothing to report.
you know, it helps get their music out there and people listening to it. So yeah, that's better. I think that's better. How close are we? Yeah, we need to get a little bit closer than that. So the channel has been doing extremely well. As I said, about a week and a half ago, we hit 10,000 views, and we're actually smashing it now. We're close to 12,000 now. The next target I have for the channel is 100 subs, so we're trying to get there. I think before the stream we were about 88, so we're getting pretty close. And so I thank everybody for their continued support of the channel. I love your comments. I interact with a lot of you on a regular basis, as you know, and so please keep that up. The subs have been going up incredibly quickly. I think it was about 10 or 12 subs in the last week. And but yeah, that's my goal right now, is to try and get to 100 subs, and then we'll go from there. So I don't know if you have played the Mechanist's Lair, but SOE, which is an Xbox mod, actually has, there it is, these fantastic things from the Mechanist's Lair, and it just suits this build perfectly. There we go. There we go. Just finishes it off. Okay, so I don't know whether to put, what do you think, guys? Should I put something up there, or should I just leave it like this so it's like a little guard area? Or maybe just leave it, eh? And then we can put a turret on there. So next thing we need to do is to try and get up to the castle, I guess. Ooh, bit of a frame rate drop there. So how's the weather in your parts of the world at the moment, guys? I tell you what, it's the last week or so here, it's it's been getting incredibly cold. If you're from Victoria, which I know my mate is, it's colder down there, so I shouldn't be complaining, but yeah, why not? I might take that off because we're not going to see that, are we? Yes, I know it's cheating, but never mind. We'll put it back in later. There we go. So I'm going to try and get up to, build something now to get up to the, up there. And we're going to undo everything we've done before, just to get this piece of wood in. And that gate's interfering with it, so we're going to have to go out the build menu, close the gate, somebody will open it, we'll get back in the build menu, you know how it works. Dogmeat's good at that. So and the more you build in your settlements, the more the longer it will take for your build menu to load. So I've noticed already with the castle, it's already taking forever to load. So the idea for this area of the castle was to put an entranceway that kind of fitted with the walls, but also it's like a staging area for people entering the castle. So it's heating up where you guys are, lucky ducks. Although we can't complain here in Australia, we do get a lot of sun. I mean, it is cold at night times, but we've got a beautiful sunny day, very little clouds, so can't complain too much. So how hot does it get where you guys are? So raining and high humidity. It sounds like Australia. At least Sydney. The further south you get, it's a little less humid, but certainly in Sydney it's quite humid. Will that work? We could actually, yeah, we can get that to fit. Maybe not that one, no. What do you like to do in the summer, guys? I guess we like to barbecue here. We like to just kind of kick back and have a few beers and do a bit of a barbecue and have a chat with the friends, and you know, always good. Get family together, that kind of stuff. So, what's your favourite pastime for summer? You go surfing? Do you go play sport? What do you do? Yeah, I agree, and I found that with the castle here. I had to scrap a lot of stuff, especially where I'm building now, because otherwise you run into problem after problem. If I've done this right, those should fit perfectly there, and there we go. We're up to the top of the castle, and I'm going to try and do the same on the other side, but probably not today. So far so good, guys. I think we're doing fantastically, and I think for now I think we'll leave that entranceway the way it is, and we'll come back to it. So, said at the start of the stream, I've actually opened this door now because Ronnie Scott started following me around, followed me around the settlement, pestering me. So that door is open, the armory is open. I think I might come and visit Indiana then, if that's what, because it sounds very similar to Australia. Okay, so let's continue with our build up here. I think so. I haven't done much with this since the last build. Put a couple of walls in here, and then I've put a kind of walkway in here. So let's build a second floor on here today, and also before I do that, if there's anything else you want me to see me put in the castle entrance, let me know, and we can go back to that. So, Thematic and Practical is a mod I've been using for a long time now. He updated... Oh, that's right, I was going to show you this, wasn't I? Jeez, I got sidetracked, didn't I? So, Thematic and Practical has all this furniture that the mod author has put together, and this stuff's just off the charts. Yeah, look at that. So if you are on Xbox, look at this. check it out. It is pretty cool. Look at these suits. Sorry guys for... How many times have I played through the storyline in Fallout 4? Okay, so I've only really had the game probably August last year, so nearly 12 months, not quite. And welcome to the stream if you just joined us, guys. We're in the castle today and we're just doing some building because that's what we do. So I've played through, we started to do a playthrough of Fallout and I didn't know building existed. Yes, I know, shocking, but I didn't know building existed, and so I started to play through. You know, got to Concord, did all that, got Sanctuary up and running, started to what's the saying? Started to unlock settlements, and started to look at things online about how I keep my settlers happy, and found all these videos on building. So at that point I ended up downloading mods and I got into the whole building thing. So I started, why I'm telling you that, I started my first playthrough without mods and ended up building and adding mods, and so I went all the way through. And of course, if you've done that before, as soon as you add mods onto your playthrough, it will take all your achievements away. Excuse me, I'm eating again, guys, sorry. So it takes all your achievements away. So from that point onwards I was building and playing, and so I finished the game on that save. Then I went back and started another playthrough with no mods, and I've done a little bit questing on this save, which is my building save, so I guess at least 3 times. At least 3 times. I'm running back and forwards because I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. So about 3 times. Once fully, and I got to level, I think that save is about level 114 or something. Stupid amount of playtime on it. It's like, I don't know, 700 hours or something unbelievable like this. So thematic and practical, guys, have all these, and I only just found these kind of little windows. They have these long walls, longer than normal walls, and these are supposed to be for building trading emporiums, but what the heck, I use them for building my settlements. For some reason I saw this snap in, and for some reason it's sticking its tongue out at me. What about yourself? How many times have you played Fallout through? Be interested to know, guys. How many of you have completed it? And how many times have you played through? Oh yeah, to the developer of Thematic and Practical, love these long walls, guys. If you're watching, or you ever get to watch my streams or my videos, more of these long walls, please. I know there's 3 and you got lots of options, but I'm just greedy. 5 times, man. I tell you what, guys, playing Fallout 4 it's just, oh, so you got corrupt saves too. It's such a great game, and I can tell you now, I've played 3, possibly 4 different times, at least 3 that I'm aware of, and I'm still finding places. I'm still coming across places that I didn't discover in my first playthrough. So that's what I love about the game. And the other thing is, I do watch other YouTubers, and I support a lot of other people that are playing the game, and I'll see them find places that I haven't seen before. Unbelievable. So, yeah, I love the game. Let me know in the comments, guys. Is this your first Fallout? I know some of you answered that question for me last week. I'm very interested to know. Certainly not my first Fallout. I actually started to play Fallout 3, which I believe is a very good game. Extremely good game, actually. But I haven't got very far with it because I played New Vegas, and I just loved New Vegas so much. Just loved it so much. Yeah, I know, Aaron. That's the problem. It took me a while to finish the game because I got into that whole building thing, and yeah, it gets. Hey, Donald Strong, welcome to the stream, mate. I love your builds, man, and thanks for supporting the channel by joining the stream. Okay. So now I'm thinking we need to put a roof on this bad boy. So how are we going to do that? So vanilla extensions do have these pieces here. And it might snap onto there. Now if I do that there, I don't think it'll snap on the other side. That's going to be the big problem. I think it's going to be too short. Yeah, we could overhang it. Yeah, that's okay. We do that. Okay, guys. While we're talking about it, favourite characters. Who's your favourite characters in the game? So we're in the castle today, Donald. We're yeah, doing what we do. Just hanging out and building. Now, ooh, look at that. That's not even close to being on there. I love this weird perspective we get on Fallout sometimes. That's better. I would have sworn that when I looked at that from the other angle that was fine. Of course the roof's not going to fit because it's an odd shape. Can we glitch that in there? We'll see in a sec. Come on. We're just too long, aren't we? Okay. If we snap another piece to there, is that going to look silly? Probably. So, I'm about to fall off. And if you're a builder, if you haven't fallen off, yeah, that's not good. That's we have to fix that. That's maybe why it's not snapping. There we go. That might fix it. There we go. That fixed it. There we go. Does overhang a little bit on that side, guys, and I guess we could probably build that out a little bit more just to. Maybe we should do that, eh? Been watching for a while, so you've just been sneaking there. That's alright. Look, we don't care. I'm just pleased that you're supporting the channel, coming in and saying good day. We like people. Some people just like to watch what we're doing, and that's fine. I don't care. It's all good. We're all a big family here. Have you got any builds that you're doing at the moment, Mr. Strong? I'd be interested to know. For those of you that don't know, I'm sure you do, but Donald has his channel and he does some great builds. Check it out if you get time. It's I like to support the channel, all the channels on Fallout. Yeah, that works. It's okay, we can do that. Dogmeat is your favourite character. I like Dogmeat. Okay, if you've played other Fallouts, who's your favourite characters? So I must admit I'm partial to. I like from Fallout New Vegas. I do like Boone, who's the, and from Fallout 4, there's a range of guys that I like. Certainly Dogmeat's up there, and I do like Nick Valentine. Yeah, that's screwed up the stairs a little bit, hasn't it? That's okay. We can live with that. I do like Nick Valentine. I do like Deacon. Deacon's a good guy.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
No problem, mate. I'm happy to give anybody a shout. I think we all need to support each other. I want to give a shout out to Spectre. If you have time, he isn't a Fallout. He does do play through Fallout a little bit, but he does support the channel, and he just hit 100 subscribers yesterday. So he's absolutely wrapped at that. So a big shout out, mate. Congratulations on getting 100 subs. It's great to see. I know how difficult it is to get to that point, so good on you, man. Yeah, I think it's very important that we all support each other. Come on, there you go. Okay, so my idea for this building here is maybe a little hangout for the guys in Minutemen. Maybe a little bit of a barracks and beds and stuff, so put a kitchen in here. Okay, so cool. A helicarrier. That sounds an interesting build.
All's quiet across the
Wow.
Stay safe
Takes so long to do this, so I don't know if what mods you're using and stuff, but it does take takes such a long time to do some of these things. Now, should we see if I can remember where they are first? Should we put a full-on kitchen in here or a scrappy kitchen, guys? Come on, let me know in this. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. So, just thinking and talking and building, and yeah, I'm not good at multitasking, so we might, just to buy ourselves some time, we might put some beds in here. Why not? So pretty much when I'm doing my barracks, I build them all pretty much the same. Just figuring out. Oh, there we go. Falling off for the first time, or second time, or third time today. I can't remember. There we go. We're going to have room to get round there, though. It's always a challenge to build things, and I always like to try and work out what the flow is going to be of the rooms I build. More because of the API pathing too. So I tend to build these all the same. We might just get rid of that one because now it doesn't look right there. Yeah, somebody asked me last week how many mods I was running, and I was like, I have no idea, because I got so many of them. We just put a video up a couple of days ago. Sin City Boy was having some dramas, trying to figure out how to get his load order sorted out with his mods, and you know, if you're running like 80 mods, that can be quite a task, I'm sure. Yeah, but I didn't realise until I went back and done that video on my load order how many mods I was actually running. But there's so many good mods out there, right? It's just crazy. Why does that not want to sit there? I wanted to sit in between. Go on. Yep. So I have an idea for an area downstairs that I'm going to do, so I'm not going to do too much more decorating here, guys. Yeah, so, and also the other thing is you got to,
All across the Commonwealth.
of course, your favourite companion is strong, hence your name.
Nothing to report.
You saved Marcy from the Raiders. Shame on you, Sin City boy. So I'm not going to do... You kind of get the idea what that's going to be. I'm not going to do too much more decorating. I'll do that a little bit later. So I want to make this into something down here. So let's concentrate on that. And I want to give it a little bit of a Diamond City vibe. Of course, the other thing with Fallout 4 and when you're building in Fallout 4 is you've got to try and figure out how all your different materials work with each other, which can be a whole task on its own. I remember when I first started building, I really was working with no mods to start with. Mods, what are those? I'll use those things. Of course, a little bit different now, but you know, I was glitching things in and with the pillar and whatnot, and then of course watching more and more guys on YouTube building things, and you know, getting inspired and saying,
Stay tuned for updates.
yeah, I want that mod and I want this mod. But regardless of the mods, you still have to try and figure out how everything, all the building materials fit together, and that's the one that takes time. Do I get inspired by other builders on it? YouTube, absolutely, absolutely. I'm constantly watching other guys from the Fallout community. There are just some. If I do that, that's going to stick through. There's some great guys out there, and for those of you that don't know, I'm on.
This is Radio Freedom.
I'm on Reddit, and a lot of the people that are building on Reddit are just amazing, just sensational. And obviously, I watched when I first started building. I watched a lot of the very well-known people. But you know, I tell you what, there are so many people in the community that are great builders and have some great ideas. And I think there is I think there's a balance though, where what I used to, okay, let's I'll take it back a step. What I used to do was I would watch some builds, and then I would try and replicate those builds. More so I could try and figure out how people would build it and how I could learn all the materials, how they all worked with each other and that kind of stuff.
Broadcasting all day, all
And
across the Commonwealth.
this was before I had a channel or YouTube channel. I just used to use a lot of the builds, the YouTubers that I was watching, just to learn from. But I think now what I like to do is have my own style, put my own style on things. Is this actually going to stick anywhere? Yes, it is. It'll stick there. So I get inspiration from a lot of guys, and it's not necessarily what they're building. You might see something that somebody's building, an idea that you can use. You can use in your own builds, even a technique, or just a small piece of how they build. So I'd encourage you to go and have a good look around. Have a look at my channel and have a look at all the different channels that I actually subscribe to. There's a lot of those guys. And the other thing I'd do is join other builders' streams, and you'll meet other people that are actually building. just incredible. It's incredible, this kind of part of Fallout, how it's just taking off. So I'll get off my so I'll get off my soapbox now. Sorry guys, that took a while, but certainly do watch other people, and I encourage everybody to do the same. Absolutely. And I think if you have a look in the chat now, there's a whole lot of names of builders, and I'll watch a few of those guys, and again I'll be checking out the guys that I don't watch after the stream, because you know, the main reason, I don't know what it is with these syncs, but they do some weird stuff at times. The reason I do Fallout builds in the first place is to give people ideas. You know, I was building for a long time on my own, and nobody was seeing my builds, and I thought, you know, let's share these and let people maybe get inspired or give people ideas or whatnot. Okay, so we need to put a riff on there, I think. Yeah, Mr. Holdout's good, Elite's good, all those guys. So, if you can suggest some guys that you watch, please do, because I think it's very healthy that everybody is out there and actually is brave enough to put what they're doing up for other people to see. I think that will fit in there perfectly. So, if Donald, if you're still in the stream, mate, what favourite mods? And everybody else, actually we'll open it up to the whole stream. What's your favourite mods? Which ones do you find yourself using most often? I think it's no secret which ones I use most often, because I never shut up about them, but I'd be interested in what everybody else is using. I wanted that to go up a little bit, because my OCD will kick in and I won't be able to cope. And it's not going to let me. That doesn't matter, we're not going to see that from up there. So a little barber's chair, guys. Don't know if you know if those even those exist, but that's in with see, this is the problem with having so many things in your sounder resources and go to the workstations. So that helps with your happiness of your settlers, and it's kind of something a little bit different to put in there.
It's getting dark out there, people. Stay safe.
You know what? I'm just gonna have a little drink, guys. A little drinky poo. You know what? I was when I first started getting into building, excuse me, in a serious way, and I started to add mods. Actually, we had Place Anywhere, but I don't know what it was. I thought, no, I don't need to use that. You know, using the pillar and the rugs and stuff. I want to be a purist, you know. Excuse me, guys. My voice is going a little bit weird, but I want to be a purist, you know. I'm not going to use Place Anywhere, but you know what? Once you start using Place Anywhere, there is no going back. It just saves you so much time. Yeah, so you're using a lot of the mods that I use, and a lot of mine are favourites. Workshop Rearranged is probably one of my up the top of the list. Thematic and Practical. I haven't done much. Playing around with Snappy Housekit shit, but I'm about to. All those mods that Etheron put out, I've been playing around with lately, and I don't think I could live without vanilla extensions. And certainly I've been using Cabin in the Woods a lot lately. Although I think the thing with Cabin in the Woods is a little bit. Might go a bit weird, and I'm going to while we're waiting.
Stay safe.
So okay, if you're still with us, I think there's an issue with the stream at my end, so I'm going to cut it there, guys. See if I can fix it up, and I may come back on in a sec. Oh, there we go. Stream health is back up. We're back. I apologise for that. Something weird happened with the connection. So hopefully you saw me glitch this bad boy in. So just something a little bit different that you can do just to make your settlement look a little bit different. Thanks, mate. I apologise for that. I don't know what the heck's going on today. Like I said, I'm going to blame my son. He's probably got his PlayStation on playing FIFA. And we're back. Welcome back to the stream, guys. Okay. So yeah, you can put those in the water and then use the pillar, bring that water tank back. And you can actually hook it up and it will show some contribution to the water. Okay, so we have a little bit of a barber shops happening here. We have a little bit of a... Maybe we should put some walls on here, eh? Still buggered, Z? I don't know what you're talking about. I hope you're talking about the stream. Sorry, that's an Australian expression. Okay, there we go. So we might we'll see how the stream health goes. If it goes down, guys, again we might just cut our losses. Certainly let me know what you'd like to see at the castle. So you know, we have this little settlement area starting to appear, which is starting to really look nice now. And I think if you hadn't joined us before on the stream, one of my ideas for this area is usually what people do with this area here that we're in, that they block it up and put a walkway across and they don't use it. And I thought, why shouldn't we use it? Why should it be a bit different? There we go. And then we're going to put a whole lot of beds in here. So I'm not going to decorate on stream. If you want to see me do a decoration stream or do decorating on the stream, let me know, because I'm happy to do that. But I'll warn you right now, I'm not the world's best decorator. And it's pretty repetitive stuff also. So with workshop rearranged, I was saying that the developer is a friend of the channel, and they're very open to suggestion on what to add to his mod. So we talk every so often, but he has these blocks here which match in. I don't know if USO has these or not, but they match in pretty nicely with the castle walls. And I actually think it was probably an asset that he took from the game for the castle walls. So if you're looking, to match the castle walls in any way, it's the right mod. I don't know if Donald, I saw before, I don't know if you were asking me or somebody else if I was on Xbox. Yeah, clearly I'm on Xbox. Otherwise a lot of these mods wouldn't be viable. So they just snap in and they're pretty seamless. That does clip a little bit. But I know he's working on that clipping. We're having a party. Finally. So, there we go. That's looking alright. I wasn't sure about that green roof, but it actually is working okay. And that little settlement there is looking good. So, how are we looking as far as time goes? Yeah, that's about right. So, I have a couple of ideas of what I want to build next. Okay, so what I'm gonna do today, guys, I'm gonna finish up in a little while. I'm just gonna address a few things, and I'm gonna finish up in a little while, and then when we come back, I have a few ideas of what I want to do next with the castle. However, please leave some comments during the week of stuff you want to see me do. Is that going to work there? I guess it will. If you have any ideas that you think would fit here, please leave some comments, or and I'll certainly try and figure out how to do them. As I keep saying to a lot of you guys, this is your channel. The reason I do these builds is to help people, and I have done in the past a couple of builds based on subscribers' suggestions. The Hangman's Alley build was a subscriber's suggestion. I don't know if you've seen that one. I will be going back to Hangman's at some point, but that turned into such an epic build. And I think it was about 12 episodes long. That build got bigger than Ben-Hur. The one that I done recently with the Friday the 13th build, again, I was on another streamer's watching another YouTuber stream, and Epic is a friend of the channel as well, and that just came out a suggestion that we were having in the chat room. So that Friday the 13th build we done at Mark Water was another suggestion. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask, hence why I'm not talking very well. But so, how to hide things? Just find something to put in front of them so you don't notice it. So we still got a wall to put in there. We'll do that later. And again, you know, that's how you get inspiration as well. Yeah, Cordless. I like Cordless's builds a lot, guys. If you haven't checked Cordless out before, check him out. He's a good guy, and he comes up with a lot of great ideas, and certainly he's responsible for me using a lot of the mods that I use as well. And he certainly gave me. I've just downloaded, and I do apologise. I did put a mod load order video out a couple of days ago, and since then, yeah, I've added a few more mods to my. Anyway, I might do an update in a couple of months. This is what happens. But you know what? At the end of the day, some people like different types of builders, and I'm sure there's people that, oh, we better put the door back on, might be an idea. I'm sure that there are people that don't really get what I do, but that's okay, that's fine. Japik, if you've seen Japik before, if you haven't, check him out. He does some great stuff. He's doing some great live streams where he's building on the overpass at Grey Gardens. He is a really good guy. Go and support his channel. He wants to get his subscribers up. I think he's just hit 100 just recently. Of course, Uno Bros is another guy that's worth checking out. Big shout out to him. But hey, who cares? Who cares if you like us or you don't like us? At the end of the day, we're all here to learn and grab ideas, and we just all like the game. At the end of the day, and of course, we're all addicted to building, Interesting. Just before I finish up, guys, here's a question for the streaming, for the cut chat. How many hours have you got up in Fallout? And how many of those hours have been spent building? I'd reckon by now I've probably got easily about 1,000 hours up, and probably more. And I would say 80% of that, 78% of that's building in the game. Whole days go by, you're building, and it suddenly you look out the window and it's got dark. So a bit like the Commonwealth. I know it's hard for me to calculate because this is I've probably got 3 saves now. 2 of those are just building saves, so so guys, I think we're going to finish up in a sec. I think we're making great progress. I'm enjoying how this is working. Okay, so for those that maybe haven't, then I never thought about that, because the stream, I don't know if the stream tracks your hours or not. Those that, whoa, ouch, those that haven't watched us before or didn't watch us last week, I just fell off, and I've done pretty well not falling off things, but let's show our little shack secret. Our little hidden bar downstairs. There we go. I think we need a drink. What do you reckon, guys? I think we've done whoa, 1,500 hours. Yeah, I guess. I actually think that I'd be close to 1,200 to 1,400 hours. So I'm guessing that's where I'd be through all the different saves that I've got. So guys, just to show you, I'm actually still dressed as Jason. I guess I got to get dressed something different. I just haven't. Since I done that Friday the 13th build, I actually didn't put I haven't used power armor since either. So I think what we're looking at there is the order of the day. I think I'm going to finish up the stream now, go and grab myself a beer, and have a bit of a rest and enjoy the rest of Sunday. For me, I know it's Saturday evening, and I know for a lot of you guys it's very late, so I appreciate you staying up late and supporting the stream. As ever, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for your support. Thanks for leaving all your comments, interacting. The streaming is just getting better and better and better for us, so I do appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time. See ya. Yeah, mate, no problem. I'll join your stream for sure. Catch you later, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.